I struggle under him, but Tae didn't have intention to leave me today. And the next is hands moving inside of my PN tie. I get panic. I don't know from where all of a sudden the strength came in me and I pushed him hard by my little shacking hands to his chest. Taehyung groaning loudly. He fell down on the floor hardly because of my push. I saw that he was in pain because of me. I got up from the bed and was about to help him. Then I saw Tae. His eyes were red with anger. Taehyung says in deadly roar, "How dare you? How dare you to push me?" Yin says, "Tae, I'm sorry. I didn't wanted to hurt you." She sobs and scared. Taehyung deadly smirk. "But I want to hurt you so bad." Yin. I know what he wants to say, what he has in his mind. He stand up by the floor and he moves towards me. I start retracing my steps seeing him coming towards me. I didn't want to hurt him again, and I also didn't want him to hurt me. So I immediately run to the bathroom and go inside and lock the door. Taehyung saw me going towards the bathroom. He started coming towards me, but being drunk, was staggering on his feet. Taehyung tries to open the door, but find it locked. Taehyung shout, open the door." I said open the King door, don't make me angry and I swear if you don't open that King door I will K you until you pass out today. Open the door. He banged the door hardly. Terrified of Taehyung, she locks the bathroom door and goes to the corner and hide behind the bathtub. The way Taehyung was shouting at her, she was very scared. Her tears were flowing continuously. She closed her teary eyes, but she opens her eyes with more fear when she heard loud bang on the door. Taehyung was shouting and banging the door so hard he was continually hitting the door with his feet and hands, which seems like the door would break anytime. I hugged my knees tightly to my chest and hiding my face into my knees and scared. "Taehyung, open the door. I'm not your old Tae. Today I will show you who I am, whom you belong to." Yin mumbled in fear, her lips was wobbling. "Tae, please stop this. I know you are drunk. I also know the reason behind why you doing all this." Yin says while crying and sobbing. "But still, how can you do this to me? How could you force yourself on me, Tae? How could you, Tae?" She was crying and praying to God that tonight should pass quickly as soon as possible. She grabbed her knees more tightly in fear while crying, tears continuously falling by her eyes. She didn't know when she slept there on cold floor while sobbing. Next morning, Yin was sleeping on bathroom floor. Suddenly someone threw a bucket of ice-cold water on her face. She immediately opened her eyes in panic. She grabbed her arm in cold, then her eyes went to Tae, who was standing there and enjoying her massive condition. He wearing a white and black pant which he wore in yesterday night. His hair was messy, seems like he just wake up by bed. Taehyung POV. The sun ray hitting the Taehyung eyes. "Just wake up my son." He just wake up in a little groaning. Taehyung groaned by headache and hangover. My head, paining like a hell. Looks like I had a little too much to drunk last night." He saw the room condition. He saw his room was massive. His shirt was on floor. He stand up by bed, pick his shirt from floor and wear it. Then he saw a broken vase. Then he remained how Yin pushed him on floor hardly. Taehyung in anger. That he try to recognize that what was happened yesterday night. Then he remembers how Yin run inside the bathroom and locked the door. Taehyung went to the bathroom to check if Yin was still in the bathroom or had fled to another room. Taehyung tries to open the door but find that the bathroom door is still locked, which means that Yin is still inside the bathroom. He goes to the drawer and takes out a spare key and open the bathroom door. He enter. For a while he look around to find her, but he didn't find her. Then sudden, his eyes went to the corner of the bathtub. He can only saw the white gown of her because she was hidden behind the bathtub. He go to near her to look at her face. He saw her white gown sleeves is little bit panted by her blood, which he bit yesterday night. Her lip is dried with blood stain on her corner, her swollen eyes and pale face. He saw her how she hide herself here. Her hands was still grab her knees. Taehyung chuckled. What she think? I couldn't find her. Taehyung POV end. Taehyung says with evil smirk. Look how peacefully sleeping here after ruining my first wedding night. Seeing her like this, something crossed thought on his mind and left the bathroom. Present time. I stand up on my place and facing Tae. Taehyung taunts, isn't it your duty to cook for me and do all the household work and serve yourself to me, not to sleep comfortably here? Yin looks at Tae and feels a little relieved as she sees that Tae is no longer drunk. Taehyung raises his voice. Why are you silent? Why are you not answering me? Yin nervously says, I am sorry. Yin hastily asked to him, are you okay? She knew that liquor didn't sweet Tae. Taehyung replies sternly, pushing me hard on the floor, you are asking me how I am. Yin mumble, sorry, it won't happen again. Taehyung says, do you think you're sorry will fix your all mass and my ruined life, huh? Yin, you had too much drunk. I didn't want to push you. It was just an accident. I am really sorry for that. I was scared seeing you drunk. Yin down her head and mumbled, I will not do that again. Yin, I am going for make your breakfast. With that she was about to go, but Tae hold her both hands pinned her over her hot on wall. Yin widen her eyes by sudden Tae action. Yin, Tae, what are you doing? She hissed in pain because her back hit the wall. Taehyung tightened his grip on her wrists. Yin, Tae, please, let me go. Taehyung, never. After ruining my life, do you think I will let you go that much easily, huh? Taehyung's tight grip had left a red mark on Yin's wrist. Yin sadly pout and says, I told you I won't do that again. Taehyung chuckled, oh, really? Yin nodded her head. Taehyung slowly lets go of Yin's hand. Yin smiles seeing Tae let go of her. He leaves her hands from his grip, but instead of letting her go, he grabs her waist and pulled her more close to his face. Yin gulped hardly. Her face was showing totally tense. Taehyung one hand is her back neck and pulling her face closer to him. He pulls her close until their breath mixed together in air. Yin placed both her hands on Tae's chest to create a distance between them. Yin, Tae, please let me go. She again struggling to free her from his grip. Taehyung pulled her harshly more and more closer until their peas touched together, as Taehyung again about to capture her, peas with a rough unbreakable K, and to torture her buried peas. But she again pushed him harshly. I don't know what will happen to me now. She again pushed him harshly. I don't know what happened to me. All of a sudden, whenever someone comes close to me or tries to touch me, I can't able to control my body. I'm afraid of anyone touching me. I can't close anyone to me even if I want to. Yin in mind. Taehyung, glaring to her with deadly eyes. Taehyung, you said you will not push me again. Then what was that? Huh? Yin, her voice cut by Taehyung. Taehyung, you really need a punishment. Yin, no please. I again cut by Taehyung. Taehyung, strip. Yin, what? Taehyung shouted in anger. I said, pee yourself right now. Yin eyes get tearly, but she didn't let them out. Yin, Tae, I'm sorry. I can't do that. Please, can't do this. Other than this, you can give me any other punishment, but I can't do this. She pleading him not to force her. Taehyung, why are you pretending like it's your first time? I know you have done this many times with your boyfriend. Yin becomes silent after hearing Taehyung words, as she was unable to find any words to explain herself, because Yin herself created this character in front of Taehyung. Taehyung, why are you quiet? Did I say something wrong? Seeing her silent, Taehyung says, really? Will you do everything I say instead of this? Yin nodded her head, because she doesn't have another option. Taehyung says in cold voice, I want words. Yin, yes. Taehyung smirk, okay then. Me. Yin, Tae please. Taehyung, it's enough. You have only to choice pee yourself or pee me. Choice is your evil smirk. Yin freeze in her place after listening Tae words. Taehyung says on not getting any response from Yin. Taehyung, let me help you smirk. Having said this, Taehyung pulls Yin's body towards him and takes his hands on Yin's back and unzip of Yin's wedding gown, causing Yin's wedding gown to sliding from her body and falling on the ground. I was already traumatized by Tae's words. I was unable to understand anything. Then suddenly I saw that Tae unzipped my wedding gown, due to which my wedding gown was about to slide off my body. Seeing as all this, I comes to my senses and grab my wedding gown from falling off my body, holding both hands. Yin, Tae please don't do that. Taehyung, pee me. Before I pee you, he says, while going towards her. She gets scared seeing Taehyung coming near her and Yin says, I will pee you. Please stop there, don't pee me. Taehyung smirk, okay then, do it. Yin, with her trembling hands, starts unbuttoning Taehyung's shirt. Taehyung, I had expected this from you. This is not a new things for you, is it? Yin does not argue after listening to Taehyung's hateful words because she knew why Tae is behaving like this towards her. Ignoring Tae's words, she tries to unbutton Taehyung's shirt with one hand. Another hand was holding her wedding gown tightly so that it would not fall. She could not close the zip of her wedding gown as well as her. Another hand was on Taehyung's shirt. Taehyung's shirt button was not unbuttoned by Yin's one hand, but Taehyung was not bothered. He sees that Yin is not giving her both hands to him. Taehyung grabs her other hand and pulls it hard towards his shirt. She gets scared due to Taehyung's sudden action. Now both her hands were on Taehyung's shirt. Her eyes were filled with tears as her wedding gown was sliding down from her body. She could not hold back her tears for much longer, and her tears started from her eyes to cheek. She closes her eyes tightly. Yin's upper body was about to visible in front of Taehyung when Taehyung grabbed of her waist and pulled her towards him. Her head smashed on his chest. She is unable to hold back herself and silently lowers her head and starts crying, while sobs. But she sees that her wedding gown is saved from falling to the ground as their bodies are attached to each other. Her wedding gown gets stuck in the middle as they are attached. Yin was unable to control her emotions and was crying a lot and wanted to hug him. But the very next moment, Taehyung pushes her away from himself. She could not understand why he was doing this. Yin finds that she can't hold her wedding gown for much longer as it is too heavy. She puts on a bathing robe that is tied to a peg over her wedding gown and left her grip on wedding gown. As a result, her wedding gown slide on floor. She didn't want to be humiliate anymore, so Yin started opening Taehyung's shirt before covering herself with robe. After a while, she unbuttons all the buttons of him, with his shirt hanging on his shoulder. Yin didn't want to do this, but she was afraid of him. Then she takes off Taehyung's shirt, sliding from his shoulder. Taehyung's upper body was visible in front of Yin. Taehyung was capturing every single movement of her. Yin was about to back off her hand after removing his shirt, but Taehyung holds her hand, takes her to his pants and Taehyung says, "Don't stop, open it." Yin lowers her head and starts doing as Taehyung told her to do. She starts removing the belt on Taehyung's waist. Then her hand accidentally goes to Taehyung's zip. She is feeling so embarrassment. Yin raises her head and looks at Taehyung's eyes, hoping that he would stop her from doing this. But she was wrong. Taehyung was looking at her with an emotionless face, which makes Yin understand that this is what he wanted. Yin hastily unzipped his pants. As a result, Taehyung's pants fell down on floor from his waist. Yin takes a step back and closes her eyes tightly and lowers her head. Now Taehyung was only in his boxer, seeing Yin retracing her steps. Taehyung says, "You haven't done yet. Do your punishment properly, or I will do to you." He goes to her ear and whispered in husky voice. Yin doesn't move even an inch from her place. She didn't want to do that because she was breathing restless.